And then that reminds me of remember when we lived in San Pedro?
Yeah.
That dude would just, like you said, that dude
Oh,
would
the
always
skate
just
dude?
be escaping.
That's right.
Skating,
He'd just skate in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Like literally.
He'd dance, bro.
Yes.
He'd dance skate, bro.
And I remember
he was really, really good too.
It's one of those things where I think I have it written down in my board. How does it go? I can't remember. I'm probably gonna screw it up, but I guess the small gist of it, or like the paraphrasing it, it's just that whatever you think, you become.
Think of the halfway.
Mug half full, kind of, yeah. But it's kind of like whatever you think, you'll become. So if you think that you're gonna get hurt, or you think like, oh, like something bad's gonna happen, more likely something bad will happen.
Yeah.
So just think positive then.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds really dumb and silly, but it's kind of like almost subconsciously, you'll start to do things that'll push you towards the good, the positive. And it sounds silly, but it's kind of like the philosophy of the ant, like I said.
Like
think summer in the winter.
It's like if you surround yourself with successful people, you'll be successful. If you surround yourself with very unsuccessful people, you'll be very
or even like positive, right? Positive, negative.
Positive, negative. Yeah.
So tell me, since you brought us successful, what does successful mean?
Successful.
What is the definition to you?
I don't know the definition, but I'm gonna think.
Like your definition, what do you think? Like, what does it mean to you being successful? Or like when you say that, like, oh, surround yourself with successful people, what does that mean?
Like your dream job, or like whatever you wanted to do in life, or like what your heart says, and like you did it. That's almost successful to me. I don't care if you want to be a doctor and doesn't make that much money. As long as you're happy with it, I'm fine with it. You can do whatever.
As long as your heart, follow your heart.
I know.
And I think that's
I
heard this definition from like this old like video type dude that he does like motivational speaking. Earl Nightingale. It's like super old, like from the 50s and 60s. I think I talked to you guys about him.
Yeah.
I think his definition, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if it was his or if he got it from somewhere else. But I think his definition of success was the progressive realization of a worthy goal. Progressive realization of a worthy goal. So it's like a worthy goal could be anything that you deem as worthy. If someone thinks that, hey, I'm successful doing, like you said, doing this or doing whatever, they're following their heart, it's kind of like, dang, well, you're successful. Obviously, if you're doing something you don't like, you hate it, and like you're still doing it and you're not happy, then obviously you're not successful. Even if, like, let's say there could be people that make millions of dollars, but they're unhappy and they don't like what they're doing.
Like you said, with that one dude that was a doctor for like 40 years or something like that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he was a doctor for like 40 years and he absolutely hated his job. He was rich, but absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, something happened and like he didn't work as a doctor anymore. He just like went outside on the beach and like skated.
That's right. Remember his name or no? His Slomo.
Yeah, there you go.
He would just skate and glide like forever. And he said that's what he did, like 24 hours. Like,
and a lot of people liked him.
Yeah.
Like he had a lot of friends.
Well, I think what it was is that.
And then that reminds me of remember when we lived in San Pedro?
Yeah.
That dude would just, like you said, that dude would
the
always
skate
just
dude?
be escaping.
That's right. He'd just skate in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Like literally.
He'd dance, bro.
Yes.
He'd dance skate, bro.
And I remember
he was really, really good too.
And literally he was just in that corner, but I remember seeing him there since I was like a kid when I used to go to school out there.
For real?
Yes, like I do remember seeing him. And then even the years that we lived there, it's like even before that, because I would go to San Pedro because I used to work out there. That dude was still there. So that dude's been there for like 15 years or more.
And dude's successful. I'm pretty sure if you
dude, imagine if he has a similar story like the other guy. But go ahead, what?
I said like imagine like if that's what he truly loved, like he just like dancing while skating or whatever. It's like I'm assuming it's like an art.
Yeah.
Art and a sport at the same time.
Yeah, it is.
I'm pretty sure he would love that.
Dude, and you know what's crazy? People see him as crazy.
But it's not.
Even like the Slomo guy, they saw,
Yeah.
they are like, oh yeah, he's just some homeless dude, and he's like kind of out there.
Mhm.
But it's like, dude, that dude was a successful doctor
I know.
for years, and he had all sorts of money, and he said that he gave it all up. I think I remember the story now. Something happened with his eyesight, where he was like, oh, he couldn't like really
Yeah, there we go.
be
It
a
was
doctor
really,
anymore.
really blurry.
Yeah, and so then he was like, oh, well, screw it. It's like, I didn't like being a doctor anyways. And he said he kind of like restructured his whole life, and he started living really simple. And then he's like, yeah, just hang out at the beach and just freaking roller skate, because that's what rollerblade, that's what he wanted to do.
He said he couldn't really remember the faces, but he could remember the voices.
Yeah, they would be
because
blurry.
his vision was really,
Yeah.
really blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's insane. And then people would see him as crazy. But if they don't know his story.
Yeah.
But it's almost like, dude, he like reached like a mega unlock.
Very.
Because he did everything in a sense society told him to do. Went
Yep.
to school, like became a doctor, just like the movie did. He became a doctor, made millions of dollars, but he was just always unhappy. And it was kind of like, he was able to live and survive. Obviously, he still had a lot of money. But even if he didn't, he lived like in a small apartment. I mean, food, it's kind of like he ate food, and then like he just roller skate. And he found happiness in that. Like true happiness.
Yep.
That's insane. Boom.
He loved it.
Blow your mind. But yeah, we've been talking about this stuff.
Forever.
Does this stuff like, do you get tired of it? Like when I
No,
talk about, because
never.
dude, I talk about this stuff like all the time.
Because
sometimes.
as long as it gets to more people, I'll never get bored of it, ever.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I'm never gonna get bored of it, even if it doesn't get to other people.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I'm still gonna love it forever.
Even if it doesn't get to other
It's like
people.
literally in my blood. Like, I was born with it.
Yeah, maybe I think so, but
It's like almost like what I started off from.
yeah, that's cool. That's crazy, bud.
It's like I started off eating pizza like almost every weekend. It's just-
Dude, you
I know.
watched movies, remember?
I know.
The first day you were born?
Yeah, Alien.
Since the first day, the first day that we brought you home from the hospital, you, me, and Alex, we watched the movie, and you were like into it too, like literally, like you were like eyes closed, and then like you literally turned your head, like you open your eyes, you turn your head, maybe because of the bright lights or whatever, you were like watching the movie, and I have the picture to prove it, where like Alex is there holding you, and you're like turned around watching the movie. It's in your blood, dude. Since day
know,
one,
bruh,
and you're eating like a
since
piece of pizza.
Yeah. Let's talk about the goat thing. Like the goat. Remember when remember you told me this story. So the goat got, what's it called? He got thrown down a well,
Oh.
and then dude, he started digging up the well, but the goat just kept getting up. It just kept like going. The goat didn't let itself
That's
get
funny
buried.
that you remember that story. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
a long
I was
time
in
ago.
so yeah, I think it was a goat. So I think the story goes, either he was thrown down or he fell down there, the well, the
Yeah.
goat. And
Oh, I think
initially,
he fell.
yeah, he fell in there and inside a deep well, and then I guess the man started throwing dirt to fill the well, and initially the goat was crying, like in a sense, like for help.
Yeah. it's a
After a
turd.
few minutes, he stopped. And then after he stopped, the man kept throwing dirt in. The goat would just climb up the dirt, up and up, higher and higher. So in a sense, it stopped crying and it started focusing on, how do I get out of here? And then literally
It
he was
got
able
out.
to get out because the guy kept throwing dirt in there, and the goat just kept, in a sense, like stepping on top of
Yeah.
it, on top of it, on top of it.
So he got out, and so like for people don't know what that absolutely don't know anything about what we're talking about. So imagine the dirt as all the negative stuff that's getting thrown at you. Let's say there's some bullies at school, or there's some jerks at your work, or your car gets broken down, or like you're a little bit broke on money. You're not gonna be broke forever. You're not gonna be broke forever. The bully's not
The
always
dirt,
gonna ever.
the dirt
yeah,
is that dirt. The dirt is life.
I know.
All that stuff being thrown at you, or the guy's life, and all the dirt is all the problems and negativity that's being thrown at you. And like the goat, initially you'll cry about it, but it's like, smarten up, don't cry, and look at how you could fix your problem, and literally just somehow figure out how to just climb out of the well.
Like the poster that you have in the gym, harden the F up.
Harden the F up, yeah.
Yeah, it has the
Harden
World War
F
II
up.
picture.
Yeah, and I think that one, I think obviously because we're big on you gotta toughen up.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, oh, poor me all the time. It's like, can't do this, can't do that. I think I'm very big on like, hey, bro, you gotta, it's time to nut up or shut up. You know? It's like
if there was people hunting for me, like trying to kill me, and I was just scared in the bush crying, and I was just waiting, that is not gonna do anything. They're gonna find you because you're crying.
Yeah, and then
But if you just stop crying, focus on like how to like just
survive.
Escape. Yeah,
survive.
Escape.
Really, yeah.
And then it's more than likely that you will survive.
Well, you have better chances for sure.
For
and
sure.
I think, more than likely you will survive if you focus on it. And I think, that's a pretty good way to put it. Crying about it, crawling up in a hole and just crying about it is not going to do anything. That's why I guess, the poster in the gym does make sense. The harden the F up.
Yeah.
And, that's good. Yeah, that's good you remember the goat story. That's funny. Yeah, we haven't talked about that in a long time. That was a long one.
Yep. And then, this is funny. This is from an episode that I watched very long time ago. It's probably like 9 or 7 or 8, something like that. It was from, dang, I forgot what it's called. But it had Peter, Luis, and I forgot what the names were. But I forgot what the show was called. What's the show?
It's not Family Guy, is it?
Yeah, Family Guy. Okay. Oh no, American Dad. It was American Dad.
Okay.
So you know how the dad he didn't. Oh, Stan. Yeah, Stan didn't know how to ride a bike.
Oh.
And so he rode the bike to like the I forgot. He rode the bike to like the bank or something like that.
I don't remember. I kind of remember the episode because he was sad because his dad never taught him how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And he was like, oh, my dad didn't teach me a lot of things.
Yeah.
And then I forgot who was teaching him. Oh, Roger.
Yeah,
the
there
alien
we go.
was teaching him.
Yeah.
That's right.
And he never knew how to ride a bike. He never ever knew how to ride a bike. Just a little push could do anything.
Actually, that's pretty good. A little push can do, And sometimes that's what people need, right?
Yeah.
You may not know how to ride a bike, but someone's got to kind of help you and push you a little bit, and then you'll be like, estoy nadando.